Whenever I travel for work, I typically try to travel light. I try to take only the bare essentials just so that I don't have to worry about carrying too much stuff. But I also like to take some things in order to game whenever I have downtime in the middle of meetings or going for work or whatever it may be. In this video, I'm going to go over all of my favorite things to take with me while I'm traveling. And in the description, as well as the pinned comment, there are going to be affiliate links to lead towards all sorts of things. And throughout the video, I'll be putting up cards up top if I have any reviews or specific videos talking about these items. First and foremost, without a doubt, I don't think that I could go anywhere without my Steam Deck, especially with the battery life that the OLED model provides. Ever since we got that refresh model, it's just been amazing to go ahead and game on this handheld, and it has rekindled my love for the Steam Deck. Yes, the performance isn't there in comparison to the ROG Ally or even the Legion Go from Lenovo, but the overall package that it delivers, as well as the ergonomics and the battery life, just make it a better traveling companion if you want to play PC titles on the go. Yes, you can go ahead and set up EmuDeck on there and have a huge emulation experience on the go as well, but right now I'm playing more titles that are in the Steam library. Obviously, if I'm taking my Steam Deck with me, I also want to take my Steam Deck dock so that I can go ahead and game on the TV if I want to. This is just an easier way to also integrate using a wireless keyboard or mouse. That way you can go ahead and do anything that you need to do in desktop mode. But overall, I just like connecting the Steam Deck to the big TV and being able to play while on the couch or the bed in my hotel room. I have a video talking about different Steam Deck docks that are also usable with the Asus ROG Ally and in some instances the Legion Go as well. I'll have that up here. Even with the amazing battery in the Steam Deck OLED, there's still going to be instances where you're going to run out of power, and that's where Ugreen's 25,000 milliamp hour portable charger comes into play. That power bank that's there has enough juice to charge your Steam Deck as well as other handhelds or any other tech that you have lying around. I've used it to charge my Chromebook laptop as well as my cell phone and pretty much all of the handhelds that I have, including the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. Whenever I'm in an airplane or I'm out and about traveling, I like to have an uninterrupted experience if I'm gaming on the Steam Deck or I'm listening to my favorite podcast or whatever it may be. And the best experience that I've had so far is with the Sony WH-1000XM5s. Those headphones honestly are game-changing. Somehow the leading class in noise cancellation just got better with this rendition. Obviously, it's extremely comfortable and it isn't as flexible as the previous model, the XM4s, but because of the overall aesthetic, the design, the level of comfort, and that beautiful noise cancellation, I cannot help but recommend this headset. If you're interested in a premium headset, go with that. If you don't want to dish out that much money, the XM4s are still really good, and I do recommend them. When I was testing them in Best Buy, I thought they were really great, and it was really hard to tell the difference between the two. The noise frequencies are unmatched, but at the end of the day, if you want the best of the best, go with the XM5s over the XM4s. It's a little bit more of a premium price, but you are going to have a better overall experience, especially if you're an audiophile. Connecting my Steam Deck to my TV is nice, but I do want to have a controller in order to experience my games on the go. And the best controller that I've experienced and the most versatile is the GuliKit King Kong 2 Pro controller. It's a long name, but I promise you, it's extremely versatile. You can have everything from Nintendo Switch input to Windows input to X input as well as Android input. So you can toggle in between all of those settings. That way you can have the best experience while going about. Not to mention that it's also extremely comfortable and it feels exactly like an Xbox Series controller. So if you like the ergonomics and the feel of an Xbox Series controller, go with this. That way you can have that on the go and have the versatility of not only being stuck on one platform, but being able to use that controller on multiple. Now, there's a little bit of a controversy around this because the Steam Deck does ship with a case and it fits, it's great, it's awesome. But when you're traveling with just one backpack and you're trying to decrease the amount of a footprint that a case will have, you want to go with something that's a little bit thinner and, well, just saves you space. That's where tomtoc's case comes into play because you can take this on the go with you and you don't really have to worry about anything. It just works. And yes, you are going to lose access to that little slot that's on the back for the charger, but at the end of the day, you can just shove that into another pocket in your bag and you will be able to go ahead and save a little bit of more space and take that Steam Deck with you on the go. Now, technically, I haven't done a review on the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro yet, but I have taken this with me on this trip just to see how it is. And to be honest with you, it's a great experience being able to have this on the go and being able to go ahead and play these games as well as some of the Xbox titles or PlayStation titles that you have. It's awesome. And I haven't done a full review video on this, but as of right now, I think that this is awesome. And this is something that I would recommend to anyone that wants to take a handheld with you on the go. Ugreen's power adapters are awesome. They're very versatile. They have GaN technology that goes ahead and allows for so much flexibility. And there are a lot of safety features that are there to help protect you. But honestly, this is a one-stop shop. I was able to go ahead and take all of the different adapters and chargers that I have for all of my devices, condense them into just one 100-watt charger from Ugreen, and connect to charge all sorts of devices on there without having to worry about anything. If there's one device that I would recommend is go with the Ugreen's power adapter, because with that, you can plug in 4 things at the same time, charge them, and not have to worry about anything. Obviously, with all of these chargers, power bricks, power banks, and so on and so forth, you want to have a USB-C cable to charge them all. Now, obviously, you can buy any USB-C cable that's out there and not have to worry about anything, but Magtame kind of took that and made it better, so to speak. They use a magnetic lining on the actual cable to allow it to just kind of like oil up. That way it makes it easier for you to store and travel with, because it kind of just bundles up and you don't have to worry about having all these cables tangled up. It's nice and neat. And it's extremely versatile. Not only does it support 240 watts of power, but it also supports 8K at 60 Hertz and 4K at 144 Hertz if you were to connect this to have a video output. Honestly, I was kind of really surprised at how cool this overall experience is, because they sent it to me and I thought this was going to be awesome, but when I actually took it apart and started messing with it, I was like, wow, this actually makes a big difference in terms of the experience of traveling. This is something that I would recommend to anyone if you're pretty much a geek like myself and you want to have that power with you on the go. Now, obviously, all the stuff that's here can fit in a bag, and that bag that I recommend is from a brand called Coofay. This is something that I found on Amazon, and my wife and I, we tried it when we were traveling, and I was just blown away at the versatility that this backpack has. Not only was I able to fit all of the stuff that's here, as well as this camera that I'm recording on and the lens that I'm recording on, but I was also able to fit 3 days worth of clothing, as well as other knickknacks like toiletries, a razor to shave the not so beardy parts of my face, and so many other things. For how much is it? For $41.99 at the time of this recording. Honestly, it's worth it if you're going to backpack wherever it is that you're going and you're going for a weekend trip. Out of everything that's here though, one of the things that I do love about everything that I take is having a GoPro, because you never know when you're going to run into a situation where you're going to have a GoPro. So this is something that I recommend to anyone that's there. If you're interested in having B-roll or just kind of recording special moments throughout the day, or just kind of recording memories for your trip, then go with a GoPro. I have the GoPro 12, and honestly, I've got nothing to complain about. Now, I normally don't do videos like this. Normally, whenever I go on these work trips, I typically just work, and that's pretty much it. This time around, I had a little bit of a leeway in terms of extra time, so I decided to go ahead and put this together. Are there some things that you would recommend to take with you on a trip if you're a gamer, something that you go ahead and play on the go, or just tech that you would take with you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything. And if you want to hear my thoughts on the Steam Deck OLED, click this video over here. And once I update it right here, I'll put my thoughts on the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. Until next time, guys, see you on the next one. Peace.